With 2 new tiers, you can get a signed script of your favorite video or talk to me one-on-one. Plus weekly bonus content, or maybe you just have a fetish for giving money to an angry Canadian. Either way, support the habit at patreon.com/doseofbuckley. Welcome to Scumbags of the Internet. It's the feature where I find someone being a garbage pile of a person online and show you the trash so we can all have a good laugh. Sometimes they're famous, and sometimes they become famous whether they wanted to be or not. Today's scumbag is someone I'm calling the Koffee Karen. Although I was going to go with Koffee Cunt, but I didn't think YouTube would let me put that as the title. It's safe to say that tensions are high in the US right now. People have been locked inside, unable to enjoy many of the comforts they used to, due to the pandemic. Now things are starting to open up, but many places have some restrictions in place. And one of those is places requiring masks. Not everywhere, but some places have decided, you want to come in? That's fine, but wear a mask. Apparently one of those places is Starbucks, or at least a Starbucks in San Diego, California. So, Koffee Karen walks in there to order, I don't know, one can only assume a venti blonde Americano misto with just a little cinnamon on top and not too much foam, but not too little either. And if you get it wrong, I'm going to tell you to make it again, and I'll want it for free because you owe me for my time. When she ran into this imposing character, a young man by the name of Lenin Gutierrez, who probably makes the California minimum wage of $12 an hour, coincidentally the price of everything at Starbucks, to deal with these types of assholes. He explained to this woman that San Diego County's policy is that masks must be worn in public. So what's the reasonable thing to do? Why, get your phone out, take a picture of them, and post it on Facebook along with threats about calling the cops, tagging the company and location in a clear attempt to get this kid fired. So, she does that, and gets fucking laughed at hard. Her Facebook gets lit up with 133,000 comments and 111,000 reactions. Some people are reasonable, saying things like, I hate the whole mask thing, but I don't blame the kid behind the counter. They need to follow the rules that they are given by their supervisors. And others posting things like this meme that says, help, I'm white and I can't shut up. Or saying, with a face like hers, you should probably consider wearing the mask. She responds in her own thread with things like, masks are stupid and so are the people wearing them. Fucking got 'em. And some other memes, which is where all these people get their medical information from. Like the side of a box of masks that says it doesn't protect against coronavirus, and then this May. Know the facts! Some blurry bullshit with absolutely no citations or sources about how masks decrease oxygen intake and increase the toxins you're breathing in. Now, I don't want to turn this into a big long rant about masks, but I'll say this. We have all the info we need about masks being at least safe to wear. Doctors and nurses in operating rooms and emergency rooms wear them for hours out of their day. And it's so weird. They're all fine. They can breathe. They don't black out or die in the middle of performing open heart surgery or have to take a break partway through to get some oxygen. And there's no studies I'm aware of that show doctors and nurses die younger due to health complications. In fact, one study published in the National Library of Medicine suggests physicians live longer than other professionals. On top of that, Japanese people wear them all the time when they're sick. It's a part of their culture to wear a mask to protect others from their germs. And life expectancy in Japan is nearly 6 years longer than the US. All these Japanese people wearing masks, how are they not dying of inhaling their own toxins and weakening their immune system? Which, by the way, goes against all the other bullshit claims that we should be just trying herd immunity. So, hold on a sec. We should expose everyone to the virus to strengthen their immunity to it, but you shouldn't expose yourself to a virus you already have by wearing a mask because it'll make you sicker? What? And we are all very well aware that masks don't stop the coronavirus. That's not what it's for. What we know now is that the virus is transmitted by droplets, the gross liquids coming out of your fucking faces. So, if you wear a mask and you sneeze or cough or talk, less liquid can get through the mask, which means less of it getting into the air, which slows the spread. Doesn't stop it, but it slows it. No one said it stops it. Not a single medical professional has said, rip up a t-shirt and wrap it around your face and you'll be perfectly protected. A fun project for you at home. You can do this with the kids if you'd like. spit in your left hand, then put a mask on, and then try and spit in your right hand. See how much spit gets in your right hand, okay? Then, before washing both of your hands, go to the nearest Starbucks and try and pay with cash, you gross fucks. And make a big deal about that on the internet, too. You're being asked to wear a mask for 5 fucking minutes. If you have a medical condition where you are so fragile that you could die if your face is covered for 5 minutes while you wait for your bullshit coffee, you should probably be in a fucking bubble. Now, essentially, she fucking doxed this kid. That's my biggest problem here. She fucking doxed him. And there's nothing more scummy to me than doxing a person. She says his name and where he works, with the address. If some other dipshit thought like this bitch, but was also the dangerous type who felt some revenge was needed for the free thinkers who need to stop these sheep from taking over, they could go and cause this kid harm, all just for following the current health guidelines and trying to serve a bunch of fucking idiots some overpriced coffee. So, I guess turnabout is fair play, as everyone starts creeping this girl's wide open Facebook and Instagram profiles. And what do they find? Well, first, someone finds this image of her saying that this is worse than, Germany in World War II. Yeah, remember when Hitler wouldn't let the Jews buy a coffee or go into a hardware store unless they wore a mask? 6 million Jewish people died from latte deficiency. That's the story they won't tell you. They also find this picture of her at one of those freedom rallies for the people who were upset that Baskin-Robbins and Supercuts weren't open. And look, she's wearing a mask. But wait, her medical exemption. How brave of her to cover her face in the American flag, effectively spitting all over it, when it could possibly kill her. Someone also found this one of her wearing a paintball mask. And of course, she had white girl dreads at some point. And she also posted this image about how we live in a world of fake things, like fake medicine. At least one outlet has reported that she's an anti-vaxxer with kids. The stereotypes are just racking up here. White California girl who likes Starbucks, had dreads, is a yoga instructor, and an anti-vaxxer who clearly wants to be an influencer of some kind. Probably follows the teachings of her guru, Jenny McCarthy. This picture, by the way, also mentions fake history and shows Columbus. Who's still defending Christopher Columbus these days? Like, do you believe that Columbus was a good guy who just politely asked the natives if he could move in with them? Do you understand how colonization works? History is dark and brutal. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm glad I live in North America. But the truth of it is that the people that got us here did some pretty horrible things for us to be here. And I like that fake spirituality is on here. Like she thinks she's the real kind of spiritual? You do yoga and then go around yelling at baristas. I thought yoga was supposed to bring inner peace, not make you an outer piece of shit. Overall, I'd have more respect for people who didn't make up bullshit and just said, I don't want to wear a mask because I'm an entitled prick who doesn't care about other people. Don't hide behind pseudoscience about not getting enough oxygen. Again, you're being asked to wear it for a few minutes while shopping. And don't bitch about my freedoms. You already don't have them. You already can't go into a store without a shirt on, for example. And that doesn't protect anyone from anything other than having to see your disgusting torsos. So, congratulations to today's scumbag of the internet, the coffee cunt. Oh wait, the coffee Karen, right. For showing us that no matter what we do in life, we'll always be better than she is.